Okay, hello everybody. Okay, have the want to talk about fighting. So I mentioned fighting. It's a big part of my life, the word fighting. Okay, especially when I realised the opposites of that word, namely infighting. Infighting. See, the fighting. What is the fighting? The fighting is within you. Okay, it is the evil you have to beat to become a good person. That evil that is left over in the bad era, that is affecting everybody now. Alright? That is preventing, well, that is the reason why there's no good era now. But there can be. But the only way there can be is if you fight it. Okay? By correcting your surroundings and being a better person. Think about your food, for example, what you eat. Okay? If something's wrong, you gotta make change in respect to your routine. Okay? Listen to me. If you're really looking to get somewhere, rice and chicken, that's all I eat all day. I don't have breakfast. I don't name my meals a diner or dinner or dessert. I don't have it. I don't name my meals. I eat when I'm hungry. There's no joking, okay? This is serious. Heaven is at stake here, okay? If you want to make it, right, to a place when you're alive, okay, that's good, where there's no war, where there's no disasters, where there's no conflicts, where there's no arguments, where there's no violence or anything in that regard, then you've got to listen to me, okay? Think about it, okay? It is possible. I give proof that it's possible, that it's going to happen in my lifetime. Namely, it's my goal so that I can live it and get rid of all this bad evil that's around, okay? I made it my goal to get rid of this a long time ago, alright? And now I'm a long way in now. I'm at the stage where I've basically got all the answers now, and I'm ready to. Last year I began putting videos out. The next step is to get connections to get it happening, okay, to finish off the meal and everything. So, okay, back to fighting again. That's the food. I give the toiletries, for example, what to wash yourself with. I say stay away from soap, the bar soap. It leaves the suds on the body. It sticks to the body. If you're feeling down face, no, that stuff's on your face. The soap, it sticks on there. It affects the way your face moves, your emotions. It gets you down. It can, okay, and it's harsh too. It'll leave your skin all dry and it'll be burning. All right, so try to go something. Go a liquid soap, gentle. Mix a bit of conditioner with it if it's still too harsh or stings your eyes. We'll go to baby wash. I use baby wash for a long time, alright? And then it washes off, okay? It goes down the drain. It doesn't leave you, it washes off clean. And it gets you in the mood to be a better person, like getting rid of the evil in that regard. Okay, now, fighting in another sense, in respect to exercises, okay? You probably heard, of resistance exercising, or weightlifting, or bodybuilding, lifting weights. That's one area of exercise that builds your muscles, what it's for, I've figured out, is for your veins, your vascularity. So you can have good blood flow in your vascularity. A lot of people relate that to cardio. They say, look, cardio is for your heart because it's connected to your veins. Or I say cardio is more for respiratory because you're focusing on that one breathing all the way through. And if you ever notice, if you go for a jog and any sort of cardio, your pores, they open up and you breathe, it's a breathing. So that's what cardio's for. Resistance training, weightlifting is more for your what's it called? More for your vasculatory system to get that going, your heart. Respiratory is more for the cardio, what is referred to as cardio, is more of motion training, jogging and that. That's for respiratory. So, you pause, you breathe and that, all right? So now fighting, what's fighting? Well, you've probably heard of fighting. There's a lot of fighting, right? But what's referred to as fighting, it's not really fighting, is it? Because the people, they're against each other. It's not fighting, that's infighting, okay? The idea or the goal, the thought, or the care is not to strike a person, not to punch a person, okay? Because you don't want to get punched. You know why? Because it becomes a wound and infliction, and you won't be the same again for the rest of your life. Some people end up in hospital, so it's very bad, okay? So you might ask, what's it for then if it's not for that? Some ignorant person, or any decent person won't be that ridiculous, okay? Probably have ridiculous people walking around, maybe these improbable ridiculous people anyway. So you got the fighting. So what's a fight? For your bones? That's the training for your bones, okay, to make your bones strong. You're not meant to hit a person though. You're not going to lift a person up just because you lift weights. No, you know, it's for your bones to make you strong, to make you a better person. It's not for the other person. The same as other exercises, not for the other person. It's for you. It's to make you strong. So you concentrate on you. So every time you throw a punch, every time you throw a kick, or an elbow, if you want to go headbutt, these areas where the knuckle hits is at the end. So you got your head, your back of your head, your knuckles, your elbow, your knee, and your foot. Alright? Those areas are what to train to make your tendons connected to your bones, to make them strong. Okay? I refer to that as fighting. Okay, and I'm putting something together. Okay, I have realised something back in, it was 2012, the year where I realised that my pin post, the Supreme Ultimate, the Ultimatum, the year I realised that, I came up with something, alright? It was like a year of revelations, alright? So I came up with these fighting exercises. I basically sort of finished it, but I'm working on the food to get in the mood, what is required, what I had then that got me in the mood to begin throwing punches as I was, alright? So what you have is your surroundings. And if you know what shadow boxing is, you just punch, you use a mirror, and you use your body to guide your punches on where to aim, where to hit, alright? So you're using your body as a tool to direct your punches, so you're not, up or down, or you got a target, alright? So you can have a mirror. You don't have to have a mirror, alright? But it's good to have mirrors around, alright? So if I want everybody, if you look at your fist, you clench your fist, alright? Just normally clench your fist. And if you look at this bit here, alright? Line your nose up with this bit. Your nose, alright? So your nose is lined up with this bit, okay? Now look here. See that? That's the horizon. That's your aiming point. Now when you throw a punch, you cock, and you're going to throw. When you throw, this one goes out, alright? And you throw. And when you throw this one, it comes back. So you've already aimed, and now you're cocking and throwing, okay? So that's the guard. Okay, that's the aim. Alright, that's the impenetrable guard. Okay, that's the fighting, alright? Now you can punch, you can elbow. You always start with that aiming, with the horizon and aiming. Alright, so you always know exactly where you're going to punch. And you've got to be careful, because there's wrong ways to throw punches where your brain, it can bounce on your skull, and you can get very injured. Your brain can become inflicted by throwing the wrong punches. punches the wrong way. Okay, I went through this in practicing, because I was here first and then throwing from there. But I learned, no, it has to cock and then aim. Okay, this is what I've just taught myself. This I haven't like learned from anybody else. Okay, although I have know people in the area of martial arts and that they haven't taught me this, I have, you know, just come out with this. Maybe, you know, it's the effects they had on me got me thinking about something, and I've put something together. All right. So anyway, so yeah, so there are fighting exercises. Those exercises for your bones. You won't get anybody else telling you that. Okay, I began talking about it a while ago, and I realized that nobody else has ever talked about it. Have you heard anybody else saying, yeah, you do fighting exercises, it's for your bones to be strong and your tendons that are connected to there. The people that don't train those areas, they're not strong. That's what makes that area strong. You might see the Shaolin monks here, they train it. They do the iron body technique. But nobody will specifically say that area is for your moleculatory, your bones. They'll say, oh, cardio's for this, but they don't know. That's not, cardio's not for that. The motion training is not for that. Anyway, it's for your respiratory, for your breathing. Alright? And the weight is for your vascularity. So you've got to have all these exercises going for you. You've got to have all these areas firing for you, okay? And then, you know, then you've got your stretching. Your stretching, you know, I haven't got in the mood to stretch much these days, you know, it's very difficult. There's a lot of bad things and there's a lot of difficulties right now, and I'm bringing you guys along for the ride with me, okay? And for those who have been around here for long enough, they'll know what I'm talking about and how long it's been. I got suspended off Twitter before Elon Musk brought it, and that's why I put my name to Anointing or Christo. But it's good anyway because my name means anointing. You notice names are words that have meanings. In English it's annoying because it's not that way. It's all it is a sound. In basically any other alphabet except for English, the people know the meanings to their names when they hear it. It's a meaning. But in English, it's like, what the fuck, what's going on, you know? So what's happened is words have been phonetically transliterated from other alphabets, a lot from Greek and Hebrew, a lot from Greek for some reason. Greece's a small country, but the transliteration in the English alphabet is so many from the Greek. Why, how? Anyway, so mine is from there. I've never spoke Greek. And never, apart from a couple of mates at school telling me to say funny things. But, you know, my name, it comes from, like, the Christo is a Greek for anointing. So that's why I put that there. Anybody has a name, like, of course, everybody has a name. If anybody doesn't know the meaning to their name, if you don't know the meaning, go check it out. Etymology, put it up. That's a good way to communicate with people, to know who you are, you know, to get some meaning there, to have a good memory of it. That way you can identify yourself better, you know. So yeah, anointing. Ano for short. So yeah, so I got suspended before. I had to put another profile there. I haven't gone on any other platforms yet. For those few that are on here, I can't follow anybody right now, okay, but I'm going to be. I was at the start, but I can't now, but I'm going to be soon, okay, and I'm going to be going on other platforms soon, okay, but I haven't yet. I haven't yet because of the sensitivity of the knowledge that I'm putting on there, alright, that I'm putting out there at the moment. Once I'm finished, and I'm telling you, the next step is the follow and the other platforms, the big ones, and then, you know, the take over, okay, because I'm serious. Everybody, you see my post, I'm not joking. I'm dead set about this. Right, it's going to happen. Okay, and you'll see me. The people who I follow, you'll know me. You're gonna know me more where I came from, and who I am. Okay, some people are around. If they're around, they know they've been around since before I got suspended. They know where I came from and all that. You're gonna know a lot more about me. Okay, and where my inspiration came from and all that. You know, that follow button, that's for your inspiration. That's who inspires you, to do things. The best way to the best way to use that is to remember people from your childhood. Okay, you have a certain amount of years till you reach your adulthood. It's around 24 years for males. It's around 21 years for females, I heard. So around them amount of years. You have a memory of people that stick in your memory in those years, and you go and you study those people and you follow them and you look and you ask why they were there, how they had that, what sort of things, why. It's your childhood trying to tell you something, and when you're an adult you can realize those things, and you can begin to put the pieces of the puzzles together in regards to who you are, all right, and what you're about and where you're going to go. Okay, so this is what this is for. Okay, I can't use it yet. When soon, then you're gonna know again who I am, where I came from, also. Okay, and where all this knowledge, and you can say, okay, well, obviously that's why who he is, what he is. Okay, so anyway, so fighting, very important. Got to make it to the heaven, and in heaven, got to continue fighting to hold it down. Okay, there's a certain amount of years that lasts for, and then it's over. The people lose the way, but now it's beginning. Okay, it's 200 years to Aquarius. It's in the crossing over stages. Okay, it has to happen now. That has to happen. It's set in the time frame. It's knowledge that it has to occur. Okay, and with knowledge comes fulfillment. That's two words in the same category. Known, unknown, thus knowledge. Fulfilled, unfulfilled, thus fulfillment. Two words in the same category. Happy, unhappy, happiness. Wise, unwise, all that. So, yeah, it has to happen. The heaven, it has to come. Okay, it has to become manifested. It's going to be a reality. All the bad has to go. Okay, again, I give the proof. So there you go. It's a bit of fighting, a bit of knowledge, and a bit of exercises for you if you just want to throw a few couple of snaps and a couple of punches and maybe an elbow and a headbutt and all that. Maybe a knee and kick. Get something sort of slowly happening, and slowly progress, slowly. And yeah, I'll keep be here putting more things on for everybody, and yeah, hopefully it's going to manifest in regards in the will of such hope of that which I speak. Very soon it's going to be a lot more and more and more, because I've got to get this done. I've got a time frame, within the time frame that I want to get this done, so that I can have at least a good 20-30 years or more, aiming for more, that I can live it without all this nonsense around. And I want a lot of people to come with me. They're going to make it. Alright, I'm praying for people to come with me. Okay, for it to be around. Okay, so I need everybody working on this. Okay, so anyway, that's the fight. Okay, that's why I'm putting these videos. Okay, have a good day or night, or wherever time of day or night is in the northern or southern hemisphere. Take care, and yeah, have a good one.